Right, Alison, can you tell us a little bit about where you're from and why this area that's in front of us is important?
Yeah, I'm a Conisbrough resident. We've walked this area now since our children were little, and my oldest son is 34, so we've been using it a long time. We enjoy all the footpaths. We walk to Ravenfield Ponds, walk up to Clifton, and it's just a beautiful area. It's a lovely area to get us kids out. It's somewhere safe where they can ride the bikes and where we can walk as dogs. I just feel that by covering it in solar panels, you're just taking a big piece of Conisbrough and surrounding areas away from us where we can go and we can enjoy us walks. I think there's much better spaces and places for solar. I think we should be utilising rooftops and car parks, and I just think the loss of us farmland is just something that we're never going to get back. It's important that we keep us food sovereignty and protect us food production. And I just think it's the wrong place for solar.
I'm Neil. I've lived in Conisbrough all my life. I'm fully against what they're proposing to do here. I think it's absolutely disgusting. The scale of it is unreal. I mean, basically, you've got M18 there. There's an arm of it goes right up back at M18, and then from there it goes right over to Thursby. Right over to Ravenfield Park, the far tree line that you can see there, it goes right up to Ravenfield Park, carries on. You've got Billy and Alan Collins's house here, it surrounds them and it drops away down to Kearsley Brook there, and on all that area you've got 400,000 panels, which for me doesn't even bear thinking about. It's just taking away everything we've got, and it's disgusting.
Hi, do you want to just introduce yourself and just tell us where you're from and why you're against what's been proposed here with this mega solar farm?
Hi, I'm John. I live just on Top Hill in Conisbrough. I've lived here all my life in Conisbrough. It's a big part of our lives. They're going to be taking all the land here for solar. As you can see, it's we need the land. It's the only open spaces people of Conisbrough's got, and we can't afford to be losing it. It's something what we can't lose this battle against this solar, because it means so much to the people of Conisbrough and the other local areas, and that's it really.
And what do you use this area for?
We use it for us living. We train as dogs. We're out on it every single day. If it's taken away, we can't do his job. We can't make a living out of what we do. We need the open spaces to train the dogs. Like I said, we breed gun dogs, and we need the training areas for them.
And do you think there's a place for solar?
Yeah, definitely a place for it, but not in the countryside, on people's roofs, on factory roofs. It is something what could be used, but not like this. It's the wrong thing to do.
And you've been telling me a little bit about flood risk. You tell me about what that's about in terms of flood risk to Conisbrough in particular through the Brooks system.
Well, with the land, it's heavy clay land, and it takes a long time to absorb the water. The solar panels stop that from happening. It creates a runoff, and with the runoff then the clay soil can't take the water in the same. So that ends up in the water courses, which would feed Kearsley Brook and the brook what goes through to Roberts, which would make it flood a lot quicker. So it's massive, makes it a lot worse for flooding. It's massive with that.
Right, well, I'm Billy Collins, and I was the tenant farmer on this land until 2021 when I retired. And if this scheme goes ahead, I'm going to be surrounded completely by solar panels.
Do you think there's a space for solar panels, Billy?
Yeah, I do, on roofs. I know they're not a very reliable source of energy, but on roofs I can quite understand that, because I've got qualified for a grant, an Eco4 grant, and I'm going to have solar panels on my roof, and I'm going to be surrounded by 400,000 of them. There is a place, but it's not on land, when we're already short of food in this country. And with the way the world is, with what's happening in Ukraine, we don't know whether Trump's going to give Ukraine to Russia. Ukraine is one of the biggest wheat exporters in the world. If Putin takes that over and cuts off supplies because we're upsetting him, what are we going to eat? Fridge light will be on, but there'll be nothing in it.
And what's your understanding of where this solar farm's going to be around here? This mega development of these 400,000.
It's completely surrounded. Completely surrounded from where I am. 1,200 acres under glass that's never been developed for the last 2,000 years. There's no development at all in this area.
And you can just see the castle over there, can't you? So, I mean, we're in distance of the castle. Has this land got historical significance as well?
This land has a lot of historical significance. In the year 240, which is 200 years after Jesus is supposed to have walked this earth, the Romans came. And there's a villa just behind the farm buildings up there, and they farmed this. And don't forget, when the Romans were here, there was no Tesco's, no Aldi or anything. Anything they wanted, they had to grow and make. So this was a Roman estate. And that's why they think later on, when the castle was built, that a lot of the Roman estate was used for the ancient deer park, which we still stood on now. And in all that time has never been developed, apart from farming. If you want to fast forward to middle age, when castle were being built and knights of old were roaming around, there's probably some past kings of England that have rode over this land. The farm behind you is Lodge Farm, Conisbrough, and that is called Lodge Farm because it was a site of one of the old hunting lodges when they were riding out of the castle. The place is covered in history. The medieval ironworks, not far from here, where they were smelting iron ore. It's just completely full of history and never been touched. And now, after 2,000 years, they're coming. They don't want a little bit of it, they want every last inch of it.